Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have largely finished our midterm goals here. And at this point, we're mostly focused on just expanding our coastal empire. That's the primary goal here. Now, I was thinking about potentially attacking this guy, but they do have access to like 30,000 troops, and the Holy Orders down this way are actually pretty strong, so I don't think we're going to go that way just yet. I think instead we're going to focus on, like, this northern coast up here. So we're going to go after, I think, like, West Francia. What are these claims that we have? I mean, that's not legal for us to take, by and large. We could do a Great Holy War for Kingdom, but I mean, Aquitaine would always be funny, but it's really not good, right? It's really not good. We could do that claim on East Francia. That was technically legal. But I don't think it really fits the spirit of what we're going for. So instead, I do want to go after West Francia. I don't want to arrange a marriage. I want to go after West Francia. I want to grab coastal provinces here. So we could go for a Holy War for Duchy. This would be an okay one to go for. We'd have to grant out this province, but that would be fine. This would, I think, be an even better one to go for. These are all legal to have, except for this one. So I think we go for this. Done. How many troops did he have? 10k? Should be reasonable. Hopefully his allies aren't too strong. We'll go ahead and raise up our men-at-arms here, as well as some levy troops. And let's see what we've got there. Yeah, we got this raised up very quickly. And we're going to just come on into his capital, I feel like. And then we can make our way up here and take the war goal. Yeah, you still only got the 10k. He hasn't brought in any allies. Does he even have any? Let's see. Just this count. Okay. That's fine. So, we're going to hit his capital here. Oh, our wife died. Okay. Well, that's fine. We should definitely go for someone with high stewardship. There we go. Cool. And at that point, of course, that means that we can pull back. That's already held. Oh, yeah, that's the county holder. We can pull back something like this. No, I don't want to grant titles. I want to revoke them. There we go. Just so. We're going to go in here and take over Paris. And this will be fine. Now, we saw their troops who are up here. I don't know where they're actually going to be. Surely they've decided to respond to this in some way, right? What is this, attrition? Kinda yikes, but it should be fine. So we're going to siege here. And we'll take this. They're going to go back to their capital. That's an interesting call, because we're going to be able to pass through here without attrition now. So we're going to come back and fight them. They should not be interested in this battle. Yeah, they're absolutely not. They get just wrecked here. Okay, we're going to head up over this way. We're now at 72% war score. That battle was worth 50. That's insane. We're going to cap here. Okay. And we'll see when they come back. We may just want to siege from here. We should be capped on battle war score. So I think we just head up over here. What's that part of? Ah, this up this way. Got it. So, I mean, they're going to take back their capital. But the question is, how much does that really matter? I was hoping that would hit us 100%. This is going to drop us a decent amount of war score by losing that, but I think it's an okay trade for the moment. Yeah, that lost us 15%. That's okay. So we're going to finish up this siege. We're going to come over here and siege this, and then we're going to go attack them. We'll resist those impulses for now. We have other ways to get rid of stress, including calling a hunt, which we will go ahead and do. Sure, we'll gain a favor hook on this guy. And 30 days left on this siege. 20. 10. Done. And over we head. We're at 97%. They're going to win this siege back, just barely. But we're going to fight them here. This should stack wipe, I think. Yes, that stack wipes. And there we go. We're done. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Obviously, we can't hold these titles ourselves, so we're going to grant those out to a noble of Norse culture. It's just not going to work. And there is one that we have to grant independence to, and that is this one here. So we will do that immediately as required by the rule set. There we go. We're not allowed to hold that ourselves. Cool. So now we could think about going after Lotharingia here. This would be a fantastic duchy to go after, because every single province here, with the exception of this one, I thought that this was coastal, but it's not. But every other province here is considered coastal. So this one would have to be granted independence, but otherwise this would be fine. And I think we go ahead and declare on Lotharingia here. The Duchy of Brittany, huh? If he gets the Duchy of Brittany, then this single county is technically legal for us to have. Now, that's the same reason why I rejected going after East Francia, but in this case, with it only being a single county, I think I'm okay with it. So we'll go ahead and declare that. And we'll raise up our troops right over here. Let's raise our men-at-arms and our levy troops. This should be enough levy troops, I think. With that Duke, what do they have? 8k? That's not many. We're going to go to like 15. There we go. I'm not going to give this person a favor. Okay. And in we go. Now, we don't know where the Lotharingian army is just yet. But we're going to siege this illegal province, although it won't technically be illegal. Let's see. What else do we have in terms of Lotharingian armies? They're going to be over here for now. And that's probably fine. Okay, let's go ahead and split this, and we're going to move one unit here and one unit here. We are splitting our siege forces in half, but I feel like this will be a more efficient usage. Okay. Cool. We just got Armillary Sphere, and let's take a look at... I'm surprised that we got that before we got Burrs, actually. But what's going to be exposed next? Actually, Burrs. So we don't need to be on Burrs right now. We could go for like Household Soldiers or Arched Saddle, which I don't think we're going to use. Horseshoes would be pretty good. Chronicle Writing would be okay. Bailiffs would be good. Royal Prerogative would be amazing. Communal Government would be good. Hereditary Rule would be mediocre. We wouldn't go for Hereditary Rule. Pretty much anything else here is good. I think we're going to choose Household Soldiers here. So that'll be fine. We can also grab ourselves a perk here, and I think I'll take War Profiteer. We're probably going to be at war quite a bit over the next little while, so that should be fine. These sieges will wrap up eventually. Do we have leadership in both of these? Yes, but this guy does not have siege leadership. There we go. We'll go ahead and do that just to siege a little bit faster. Cool. Technically, we should split these in half again and have, like, this force come here and this force come here. And then this one I'll just leave because there's only going to be one more in the war goal. But we should have split that one in half as well, in all honesty. So that's fine. No big deal there. No sign of the Lotharingian army, though. That's weird, right? Well, they are losing another war. A Liberty War. So, I guess? Sure? But yeah, we'll definitely look to grab some coastal provinces over here. We can grab everything up rivers as well. That's all completely legal. We just have to be able to reach them by sea, unlike this situation. Technically, we can get it, but... well, we'll see. We'll see. I think we're not allowed to hand it out if we have the duchy, though. So we, like, physically can't do it. We'll see. We'll double check that. And technically, this section of Lotharingia down here is not part of the war goal. But it is a section of Lotharingia. Okay, we'll go for that. And we'll head down over this way. Where is that Lotharingian army? I mean, we know that they're losing a war, but I would have expected them to show up by now. Even with them losing a war. Maybe they've decided to just give this area up. I'm going to group these guys together for the time being, and we are very low on supplies. Okay, I'm going to split them up. And we are going to resupply for a little bit here. Because we really do need to resupply before we embark. Hey, there's a Lotharingian army. Fantastic. So we don't need to embark. We're going to head up over here. We did get a few supplies put together. And we're going to make our way up over here and fight the Lotharingian army. Beautiful. Come here, you Lotharingians. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to come over here and fight the actual Lotharingian army as opposed to their allies. There we go. This should end the war. Guaranteed. There we go. Perfect. We'll enforce those demands and disband those troops. Now, technically this should be handed out, but we got the duchy title. The duchy title belongs to this guy. And I'm not sure where his actual capital is, but that's not relevant. So because of that, we physically can't grant this title out. So we don't have to. Cool. Oh, we did get this even though it wasn't part of the war goal. Okay, cool. That's still coastal, so it's fine. All is good there. So we've got ourselves a good set of gains there. Next up, we could go for Aquitaine. This is all coastal over here. Okay, so what do we have going on? Oh, that's a bad duchy to go after. We'd have to give out 2/3 of it. I'm going to pass on that one. This Jarldom, not good. Toulouse, we would have to hand out everything except the actual county of Toulouse here. Not good. Aquitaine, mostly not good for us. This one, on the other hand, all we'd have to hand out is Forez. That's an option. This one is not an option in the slightest. Now, this one, we wouldn't have to hand anything out. All of this is technically coastal. Beautiful. Let's do it. Okay. So we're working on getting ourselves some nice coastal provinces here. Via duchy claims. Technically, they're not claims, but you know what I mean, I think. Okay, so we see their army here. We're just going to head down the coast, I think. Is that their whole army? That's their whole army. Hang on. We're going to send a few units out up over this way. And I guess a winter commander would be fine. Cool. We're going to stack wipe, maybe, their army here. Yep, we stack wipe them. We also got his cousin. So we're at 86% war score right now. That's insane. I'm going to come over here and fight these guys for getting some prestige and gold. Because we do still get gold from winning battles. So there we go, and I guess we'll take over their siege. Cool. We're going to head down this way. We're at 95% war score right now. This is incredible. Like, either of these finishes, and we win this war. That was very swift. Okay, we'll disband those troops. Fantastic. We'll grant these out to nobles of the Norse culture, where necessary. And just double checking here, yeah, all of these are technically coastal because you can get there via the major river. Beautiful. Navigable rivers do count for the purposes of our rules as coasts. Fantastic. So there's a little bit more that we can go after over here, but for now that's maybe okay. We could go after most of the counties here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would not qualify. That's not a huge number. We could just go for this single county for right now. And I think that's what we're going to do. Cool. So we're just going to keep conquering and expanding our coastal holdings. Beautiful. How many troops do they have? Like 6K? We should probably have a few more than this, in all honesty. But we'll head on over. Okay. And we'll raise up. That's more than enough. We'll head on in over here. Perfect. We do get a new stewardship perk, and we'll take Airgeld. They're embarking over here. That's interesting. I don't know why we saw that briefly. But sure. We can definitely just walk over here. Although, if they're going to disembark up here, we'll go fight them. We have the war goal at this point, and they're recently disembarked, and they're just going to fight us here. This is not going to go well for them. Done. Now they're going to retreat, and we're going to come over here. The fastest route to get there is via embarkation, and that's okay. We'll go ahead and embark. We must stop the villain behind this. Indeed. So, our coastal holdings are definitely expanding. And we died. Of old age at 65. Okay. Awkward timing, but we knew that that was on its way. Long live the High King, and we will continue that war. We do need to get ourselves a Chancellor. And a Steward. And a Marshal. And a Spy Master. Cool. We're above our domain limit, and that is, of course, to be expected. We are 8 years of age. It's actually kind of a minor miracle that we can hold 6. So that's good. We're going to hand out this castle. We're going to hand out this castle. And we're going to hand out... Is that it? This one. We can hand out this one. Done. Beautiful. Okay. So we're sieging over here. And we'll get this war done pretty quick. We are potentially going to have a Liberty faction here. In 8 months. Okay. What do you have? We can avoid this from happening. I like how our mother... Wait a second. Yup. I was just like, wait a second. That's our mother? Uh-oh. Okay. We're going to have to do a little bit of cleanup work after we're done with this. This is fine. This is fine. So Italia and Albia were handed out there. We're definitely going to do something about that. And that's okay. We'll need to wrap up this war first. That's okay. We became the new dynasty head. And we still need to deal with, like, this guy here. So let's... they wouldn't do that because of age differential. In all honesty, that's to be expected. Still would not do that. That's fine. Yeah. They're not very into that. I don't blame them. So we could do something simply like this, although probably not a great idea. More like this. Done. Okay. Cool. Now, I expect that that faction will remain around for a bit. We don't really want to fight the faction. And are they sieging over here? No, they're not. Okay. We don't really want to fight this faction. We would love to deal with this guy. I highly doubt that we can just negotiate with any of these. But we're going to need to pull this guy out of the faction too if we can. We can get a niece in there, but that's not close enough. Boy, these guys do not have much to work with, do they? Okay. We can get that guy out of the faction, but that's only 8.5%. We may end up having to fight those guys. And we'll definitely fight our siblings to take back our claims. That is for sure. We're at 60% war score right now. They are coming in over this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split off these forces here. We're going to bring around 10k. And they, not these, they are going to come around over here and respond to this. Beautiful. We're just sieging in a straight line here down towards their capital. So that should be fine. We'll have this in a moment. There we go. And then we'll just head over here. They're not into this battle. I don't blame them. And when is this going to fire? In 3 months? Okay. So this battle is going to be very decidedly in our favor. That gets us up to 88%. Okay. We need this siege done. 35 days. Timing will be tight here. We do have ticking, though, and this may end the war. There's a chance. It did. Good. Fantastic. We're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. Okay. So now we're going to have to hand this out. There we go. And these guys are going to fire. Who's the faction leader? The guy up in Northumbria. Okay. We're going to raise up troops here. I didn't actually mean to split them, but I guess this is okay. Okay. We're going to raise up all of our troops for now. They can send their ultimatum at any time, and I would like sooner rather than later. Let's see if they send it anytime soon. We'll see. There it is. Beautiful. I will not be threatened. So in we go. We've got all of our troops up, and we are going to hit right here. Beautiful. Now we're going to split off our siege force, and that will be the mangonels and a couple units of levies. I'll leave like 5k here. And then we're going to go up here and fight these guys, since they're right here. Cool. Done. There we go. That puts us at 7% war score, which is not a lot of war score. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping it would be more. But we will take this capital here. And where are all of the other people rebelling? They're pretty spread out. Okay. Awkward. Well, we got that. Beautiful. That puts us at 31% war score. And we're, of course, going to have to go back after Alba and after Italia. But that's not a big deal. We have a claim on all of this, and we should be able to conquer that back super, super easy. So we're going to make our way down this way, try to fight these guys a bit. That guy gained an unpressed claim. Okay, sure. And we're going to fight these. That should stack wipe. I think it's okay. Yep, that stack wipes. And from here, we could come out over to this area and fight them in Scandinavia, but they have landings going on up here. So we're going to make our way up this way. And this should be reasonably fine. I think we get there in plenty of time. They're going to siege anyway, so that's all good. We are going to continue to siege out over this direction, but I'm going to wait until our main force is nearby. And I'm not surprised that there's another faction here. I'm just surprised it took this long. Maybe we can get something done here. Yes, we should be able to. Maybe not. Maybe not indeed. That's awkward. They'll send their ultimatum in a few months, huh? Both of their children are imprisoned by us. We could demand conversion here, but I don't think that's super helpful. Instead, we're just going to come on around. These guys are embarking, and that's reasonably fine. We're not going to actually catch them, and let's see where they decide to go here. I'm going to also embark. This guy wants Denmark. Okay. We could be deceitful, honest, or humble. And are any of these considered pious traits? Humble is. Okay, we'll go for that. Cool. So we're going to embark here and finish up this siege. And from there, we could come down over this way and fight. Let's do it. So over we head. I definitely want to fight these guys. Okay, they have reinforcements on the way in over here. So we're going to want to land like over here instead. And then have these guys come on over this way as well. We do need a new Chancellor, and that will be this guy and a Spy Master, this guy. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will put down this rebellion and then get Albia and Italia back. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cambron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.